Hello. Right, here we go. I'm still on the 5060 Ti, going to be having a look at Black Myth Wukong. It's going to be a tough one. But we'll check it out with... I'm going to probably play with ray tracing on it first. But we will obviously at some point have to switch that off. This game has it's got an update actually where it has multi-frame generation now, so that should actually be quite interesting to test. I tell you what I actually need to do. Let me reboot the game because I don't think we have to override it. No, so we don't need to override it in the game. But I want to make sure... it's using DLSS 4 upscaling at least. I didn't check that. Let me just give me one sec. Weird thing is there's like I think that's Chinese like writing in the menu. I never seen that before, so I don't know what those options are. Dark Ghost, hello. Abraham, yo. Let me just gonna make sure it's overridden to the latest. So we'll be using DLSS 4 and then multi-frame generation. We can actually change in the game. We don't need to change that from the Nvidia app. So I'm putting super resolution to the latest here. I can probably show you on the screen pretty quick, actually. Interestingly, it's still... you can't actually override frame generation from the app on this game, but you can change multi-frame generation from within the game, which is interesting. Normally you get the option, but you can see, I've got super resolution set to the latest. So once we switch the upscaling on, that will be using 4. And then we can obviously switch between frame generation 2 times... 3 times, 4 times in the actual game, which is good. Basically like Cyberpunk. So at least that prevents us from having to like restart all the time and stuff. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. 2K, yeah, we'll be having a look at... We won't probably spend too long on 4K, at least not with... on this game, I'll normally run through all the resolutions. So we'll do 4K, 1440p, 1080p with ray tracing on, because you have to restart the game to switch it off, so it just makes it a bit quicker. And then I'll do a restart and we'll switch ray tracing off and test it through like that as well. Otherwise, we just continually restarting the game all the time to switch between it, which is a bit annoying. So I'll do 4K really briefly. We'll have a quick look. It's not probably going to be great, but we'll check it anyway. So 3840 by 2160. We don't actually even have a full screen mode on this. It would be native, so this is obviously 100% scale, so it's native 4K. I've got DLSS on, which is essentially DLAA. Interestingly, though, these options here, like, what's this option? Nvidia Reflex. How do I know what one's on, though? I don't know what that's on. I'm going to have to just leave that as it is. Full ray tracing, got that on there. Set to very high. Everything fully maxed out. So it's gonna be tough on it, but we'll check out frame generation and stuff as well. It might save it. Let me just make sure the overlay's working. Obviously got struggled on this game for ages, but we did actually make a bit of progress, didn't we? That was insanely loud for me. That gong. Check the, if it loads. Fingers crossed it actually loads. I have done the shaders. It is loading. It's just going to be very, very laggy. Good job we got 16 gigs of VRAM too. Because it's probably going to use quite a lot on this with these settings. If we ever load in. I'm getting 8 FPS at the moment. It is loading. Something's happening. Going to be one of those situations where I can't actually even change the settings because the FPS is so low. Oh. The audio. Oh, God. Hang on. Give me a sec. Let me just check the... I've got all the audios maxed. Okay, cool. Let me know what the audio's like, if it's too loud, too quiet. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oof. So with these settings here, 8 FPS. Pretty brutal. I thought maybe it would be worse. I thought maybe it'd be under 5. It's fairly consistent at that 8. Let me reset. Look at that frame time. 120 milliseconds, 130 milliseconds. And somehow, I'm only using 13 gigs of VRAM. I thought this would be, like, maxed out. Good job, at least we've got 16 in gig and not 12, though. So, it'll be obviously completely unplayable like this. But at least we've seen it. Seen how bad it is. Could you imagine trying to do a boss with this? 8 FPS? That'd be absolutely just impossible. Most amount of power we've seen on this GPU, 260 watts. We only hit about 130 yesterday, didn't we? And surprisingly good lows. From an average of 8 FPS, we've got a 0.1% low of 6. Which is actually pretty good, but it's rough. It's obviously absolutely brutal. It's a slideshow, yeah. Oh, dipping down to 7, but I think, yeah, we won't spend too long on that, because it's probably going to crash, to be honest, if I play like that for too long. Well, I need to try to figure out these settings and remember them. I think maybe we'll just ignore that. I think that's reflex, and I'm guessing it's on with this setting, because I imagine it'd be on by default, so I think I can probably just ignore that setting. I don't know what this means. Like, frame generation. Obviously, we can see the 2 times here. What are these two, though, settings? I think that's on, because it disables reflex, which would make sense. So I'm guessing then this means it's off. Would be my absolute guess. Let's get some DLSS on. See if we can make this situation any better. So I do have DLSS 4 obviously overridden, so in terms of image quality, we're using the transformer model. Okay. It's almost doubled our FPS there, 15 FPS now. So that's a little bit better. Obviously still not going to be amazing. It does feel like it's stuttering a little bit more there, though. Look. That low there, 0.1% low of 4. But might maybe be able to make this work at like performance or ultra performance. I mean, it'll still be quite low, but it might be a little bit better. This is native. That right there, just there was, yeah, 8 FPS was native 4K with full ray tracing on. This right now is DLSS quality. So it has doubled the FPS. And from 8 to 16. So, although that's obviously still incredibly low, it's definitely going to be better than 8. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm ready to fight something. What are the controls of this game? I completely forget. How do I attack? Oh my god. I'm normally quite bad at this game, so doing it with this low FPS is really not helping. We did it. There's no way I'll be doing that with 8 FPS. VRAM as well, actually. It's come... By switching DLSS quality on, it's dropped me down by about 2 gigs of VRAM. That's a lot. Oh, God. Oh, big stutter. See, I think it feels like it's going to crash. There's a lot of cases where it just feels like it's going to fully crash, which I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Let's try and drop this down a bit more. See if we can make this even better. Frame generation times 4 would be interesting because the only issue is our FPS obviously is so low. Our base FPS is so low. I'm not actually sure if it'll work that great. We'll have to see actually. It'll be worthwhile probably putting latency on, won't it? So we can have a look with it before we switch frame generation on. just to see how bad it gets. So DLSS balance, that's taken us up above 20 FPS. So it's slowly getting better. Still not going to be amazing, but obviously at 4K, I would completely forget about having ray tracing on. I just would not bother. If you do want to play this at 4K, I would just completely forget about ray tracing doing that. The 4090 does struggle, but it's obviously going to be significantly higher frames than this, as you would expect. I think the 4090 at 4K native there is probably about 25 to 30, where this was like 7 or 8 FPS. So that's quite a big difference, isn't it? Obviously, with the 4090, you can play at 4K with everything maxed using like DLSS. Really, you can get 60. Where I don't know if we'd be able to get 60, even if we fully use everything possible to us. Maybe with multi-frame generation ×4, which we will have a look. It'd be interesting to see if we can actually we can do it. Is the game too loud? Do let me know, because I can't really tell. It seems quite loud for me. Does seem like it does stutter a bit more, doesn't it, with DLSS on, and 100 milliseconds of latency as well, which is quite rough. What's happening? How do I get up there again? I forget. Can I get up there? I don't know if I can get up there. Is this the way up? Game's a little loud. It's really hard, because for some reason Last of Us is like really, really quiet. I think it's probably just the fighting, is it? The fighting is probably just really loud on this. No, I don't think I can go up that way. I'm not sure how I get up there. He's gonna hit me. Oh god, there's two things. It's been a while since I played this game. Oh, what? How do I heal? I can't actually even see what's going on. How do I heal? How do I... Is the game still quite loud? Maybe I'll try to revert the settings back to what I had. I forget what audio levels I used to have before I played Last of Us. It seemed to mess with my audio levels. Maybe something like that. Let's switch DLSS down a little bit more. So we're currently at balance. Let's try performance out as well. Let's maybe just go all out ultra performance before we switch frame generation on. So the lowest we can get, the DLSS preset, sitting at about 40 FPS. So it's going to definitely be a lot nicer than playing at 8 FPS. Still not the 60, but that is now somewhat okay. Oh my god, my health. What the hell? That thing does crazy damage. Quality as well overall. Obviously with DLSS 4 here, it's not Not too bad. I think you can definitely tell the difference between this and quality. You're seeing stuff sort of... Look at that there. It's quite... there's a lot of shimmering going on. Do you see that on the grass? Even here too, look. When I move the camera... What's this thing? I never seen one of these before. I get it. Something else is... Why did it go so dark? This email just went crazy dark. Oh, wow. Oh, that thing's still attacking me. How do I, I forget all the attacks. Oh, it is still going. It's the same thing, though. Big stutters there as well. Look at the 0.1% loader of 6. That seems to stutter a lot with DLSS on. Frame generation. Yeah, we'll have a look at that in a sec. Just want to get a rough idea. Seems like we'll probably average about 41 here. That has halved my latency as well, going down to ultra performance there, 48. But you do lose a little bit of image quality there. Now, I think the graphics are pretty good on this game. So ideally, I wouldn't really... I'd rather keep it at sort of balanced or something if I could. Maybe with frame generation, we could leave it at balanced upscaling and get the FPS from frame generation. Yeah, look at the image in here. Look at how much shimmering is going on. That's not good at all. This thing's still going though, no? You have to hit it to wake it up, do you? There we go, level 42. So yeah, let's try some frame generation now as well. So if I'm going to put it back to balanced. See what the latency's like before we switch frame generation on. But like this. So going from balanced to ultra performance about doubles the FPS. We're at 20 here, ultra performance was 40. My latency's over 100 again here. So this might not be the best situation really to put frame generation on, but have a look anyway. So if do we just go straight for 4? Let's go straight for 4. What the hell is shimmering? It's the upscaling. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Look at that frame time. Yeah, this is not good. Look at my latency too. Although, on the metric there, it's still about 120, 130, but I feel it, like, really badly. Like, it does not look good at all. And for you, it probably still looks like 20 FPS, because you're only seeing my, you're only seeing the base FPS. So it probably still looks like 20 FPS. But the latency is really bad. Obviously, would expect this because our FPS was 20 FPS. You do not really want to be switching on frame generation in that situation for this reason. We are getting 60 FPS here, but there is definitely noticeable latency. Gonna probably, realistically, probably put ultra performance on. Give us the 40 FPS. That's gonna make latency a lot worse. Yeah, this is really bad. Alright, look at my latency here, 320 milliseconds. That's not going to be good at all. Especially in a game like this. How do I get up there? I can't see what's going on. Oh, my health. And that frame time too is the craziest thing. So yeah, ideally you're gonna want ultra performance on, really. Otherwise that's gonna just, if anything, I mean, it still might be quite bad doing that. Ray tracing off. Yeah, we'll I'll go through all the resolutions first with ray tracing on, just because you have to restart the game every time. So it's not really I'll leave ray tracing on for the full test of all the resolutions, then we switch ray tracing off, just because otherwise I have to restart every single time we change it, and it becomes just unmanageable. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. See if we can try and get to 100 likes. It'll help me out. So yeah, this is going to be better like this, set to ultra performance. Getting over 100 FPS now, and latency isn't as bad. 70 milliseconds. I do still think it is a little bit noticeable. I do still feel the latency a little bit. Definitely, obviously, way better though than with it set to balanced. Oh my god, I'm getting attacked. I can't move. I'm getting hit, but I can't move. I was still in the cutscene or whatever. Those things do crazy damage when he's chucking them. We got a big boy. Damn, bro. Alright, we got a, I forget what the specials are. This might be a good place to, try them out. Am I doing any damage when he's got the shield like that? No! How am I going to be able to do the special move? Is it this one? Yeah, oh, I missed it. He's lost his shield. There we go. So yeah, definitely a lot better like this, but it's still not amazing. And the fact you have to take such a massive hit on the image quality to get it playable, it's not really worth it. Yeah, we can go back to native and switch all the settings down. I do want to drop down to 1440p though. If I go back to native, maybe we just go back to, say, something maybe like quality. I can switch this all down to low. Everything down to low. I'd never advise doing this because really I'd rather drop to 1440p and then max be able to have higher graphics. There's another one. So yeah, look, my FPS here. 30 FPS. So dropping everything to low doesn't really help either. You need to switch ray tracing completely off, really. That's the only way to properly do it. Oh no, I was trying to heal. I'm gonna be out of heals here. No, don't do that. Multi-frame generation 2 times. Obviously, it'll be better on the latency a little bit, but it's still going to be really high latency because the FPS is super low. Natively. The issue, it doesn't matter what frame generation you put on there, the FPS is too low. Your base FPS is too low. So, there will still be latency even with times 2. And it'll just mean you'll be getting less FPS. I don't really want to go into a boss area, and this looks a little bit... Does this look like a boss area? I think that's friendly, isn't it? I hope so.
Raise thy cup, seek answers on high. Who defies death 'neath every sky?
Only 2K or turn 80p. Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, with ray tracing on this game, no native resolutions, you're going to be playing it with any reasonable FPS. If you consider 4K was 8 FPS, 1440p is probably maybe going to be like 20 at best. 1080p maybe it'll be, I don't know, maybe 40 at best. So like it's still, any native situation like that is not going to be great at any res. Unless you drop it even below 1080p. Is a 1440p GPU. Well, yeah, I mean, it's mostly really probably 1080p, but you can do a lot of 1440p. It depends on the game and also what settings you're using. With ray tracing, it's going to be more like a 1080p. I'll try out with frame generation like this with the graphics set to low, and then we'll drop to 1440p just because that's going to be much better to be able to get some sort of playable FPS. It's always going to be tough at 4K, but we do it anyway just purely for the test, just to get a bit of a comparison between them when we do switch it. At least, I mean, the positive is at least it doesn't crash. Even at 4K it doesn't crash. Oh, look how high we are. The graphics, though, down there on the textures look so bad. Mostly been around 30, really, with everything set to low there. I do wonder if maybe the latency will be a bit better in this, with everything set to low here, because well, it technically should with for ×4, because our base FPS is higher there, 30 FPS rather than 8. No, the latency's still crazy. Look at that, 160 millisecond latency there, anywhere from like 100 to 160. So yeah, the latency's still quite bad. Remember, hello. Have I tried 1440p yet? No, I'm going to drop it down in a sec. I don't want to actually... I need to fully explore this whole area. Do I want to go in there? Can I go in there? I don't think I can. So yeah, latency's still not great. Doing it like this. It should get a bit better dropping DLSS down. Because we were still at we were at balance there. I don't really want to go ultra performance again though, because it looks so bad. Yeah, it's gonna get a bit better like this, but it's still not great. 4K, like I said earlier, is just you should be able to do it, but just don't have ray tracing on. You can make it playable with DLSS and frame generation, but just no ray tracing. Which we will circle back to that once I reset the game. Is this an enemy? It is. Oh, dodge. No. Dude, I'm taking absolutely crazy hits. God, those ones are so hard. So yeah, any other settings we want to see whilst I'm at 4K? Like I say, I will circle back with it with ray tracing off. It's just I'm going to test all the resolutions with ray tracing on first, because you have to restart the game. So I'll do all the reses first, and then I'll restart, and we can do it without ray tracing. My health's really low. 2 of them. Might have to use my special. Get rid of them. That was easy. That was much easier. Is that an enemy up there? It is, isn't it? Oh no, I thought there was a way up there. 5060 Ti, 5070. What's the price difference? I'd probably, if you're playing 1440p, I'd probably lean towards the 5070 more. Oh wow, that did no damage. We might be in trouble here. Get him! No! Look at his health, he hasn't got any health! Oh no! I went for it, I got greedy. He had no health. Oh no. Main inspiration to get great quality in the stream. The stream looks so good. Thanks, I appreciate it. I've actually just realised I've lost my voice. Somehow. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Let's, let's drop down to 1440p now, just because it won't even be showing you. You're probably still seeing my base FPS. So you wouldn't even be seeing... You're probably still seeing like 30 FPS on my screen. So let's get it down to 1440p. We'll have a look at native first. So 1440p there. Can't go full screen. But you can see 2560 by 1440. Let's do native as well. So that's... I've technically got DLAA on, but we're at 100% render scale. So you can see that there. It says quality mode DLAA. So we are still at native. Max everything back out to cinematic. Just see how much better this is. We won't stay on it for too long, because obviously the FPS will be really low. But it might actually... Nah, yeah, that looks about right. So we had 8 FPS at 4K when we were doing this, remember? It's about doubled it, just over doubled the FPS. So we're getting, well, 16 there. Got an average of 17, seeing 18 a little bit. So it's still going to be absolutely brutal. It's not going to be great, but just going to be significantly better than 4K at least. Is this going to be a boss area? Because if it is, I do not want to be fighting it with 17 FPS. What's everything else looking like? VRAM still doesn't look too bad. 11.5. It's not too bad considering obviously we do have 16, so... Oh god, this is a boss. No, this is... I don't want to fight a boss right now. Oh my god. This is not good. We might... Do you reckon we can do this? Maybe. I feel like probably not, but... I need to pay attention on my health, huh? I can't get the dodging because it's so laggy. I can't even get the dodging right. Did I get that right? I got that one right. I didn't get that one right. Oh my god, I can't see. No! It's those just dodging. I just cannot dodge that at all. It's like next level. I'm just spamming dodge at this point. That's bad. I can't even see what's going on. I'm dead. I don't even know what's happening. Alright, let's not... I'll try that again, but not... We need better FPS. Did he spawn? I think he spawned, like, other things, right? He seemed like he spawned little creatures, but I honestly couldn't even see what was going on. Let's have a little wander around. I think we roughly get the idea. It's going to be about 16 to 17 here. So that gives it at least a comparison between this and 4K. About doubles it. Everything else doesn't really change that much. Power basically looks the same. The lows too. I think natively, I seem to have better lows doing this natively than with upscaling. I'm getting attacked. I can't move. Do even get a dip down to about 15 in the combat areas though. Do I understand Chinese? No. No, I just roughly worked out the menu. Because I've played it before, I can roughly work it out. Oh, I'm poisoned. There's stuff like that, I'm just not even, like, registering that I'm poisoned or anything. So the latency is just so... Yeah, alright, let's... I can't pause it. Let's get off these settings, because I can't bear that. Let's get DLSS down to, like, balanced first. Let's do that. Try and check out the other area as well before I, So yeah, I basically worked it out because this is reflex, because you can see there it says Nvidia reflex. I'm assuming this is on by default. This one there is then, you can see frame generation here, and I can tell that this setting here means frame generation's off because this grays out reflex. The only way to be able to change reflex is if it's off. That's how I sort of worked that one out. Because reflex is always on by default when you have frame generation on, it'll just be grayed out like that. So we go down to balanced here. Hopefully things get a bit better. 30 FPS. I'm going to go back to the other area because... if I can actually even remember. About 35 FPS there. Maybe 30 to 35 with start again, which is obviously... doubled it again, really, from where we were. I'm still poisoned. Am I still poisoned now? Gaming 85, hello. See, it does seem to stutter more. My lows are worse with DLSS on. I do notice that in other games as well, actually. That often does happen. Is this game difficult? I find it difficult, yeah, but I don't really play games like this, so for me it's like extra difficult. I'm just not like I mean, I've got okay-ish. Oh my god, look at the ghosting there on that on those plants. Look, you see that on the right? These I can't see these plants here. How bad that goes. It's annoying you... Am I taking damage there? Because I can't move. I'm not taking damage. That's good. Can't actually move. Let's see, how do I get up there? Have I played this game before? Yeah, I've played it. I haven't completed it before. Dude, I'm getting rid of this thing. It's so annoying. This is the furthest I've ever got in the game. Do I think neural texture compression will fix the lack of VRAM in low VRAM? What do you mean by fix? You mean just use less VRAM? That's 30 to 40 there. Let's maybe drop it down to performance and then check with some multi-frame generation, because I think that might actually become like fairly playable. Because our FPS with performance, it's sitting at about 40, so it's still probably not in the recommended range, but it's going to be better using frame generation from 40 than anything we had at the base level. Seeing even 50 here. So hopefully the latency won't be as bad. We'll check in a sec. The ghosting, though, is quite bad. That's some of the worst ghosting I've seen in a while. Dude, these shield guys are like so hard. You just got to get rid of that shield. Oh, I dodged it. I pressed dodge. There we go. There we go. He's double dodged it. He smashed it. Oh my god, that scared the life out of me. Oh, not these things. I thought there's something up here. I don't think there is. Is it just up this way? So let's, fingers crossed, we'll switch on some multi-frame generation. Now, yes, they did add it to the game. And the best thing about this is they've added it actually in-game, so you don't have to faff around with the Nvidia app. So it's like Cyberpunk. So you can see here, look, frame generation times 4. You can just change it in the game, which is good. So I'll switch that on there. The latency... Oh, I don't know if I remember what the latency was like before. I thought it was like 50 or 60, was it? Now, it's going to make the frame time look crazy. Obviously, that's really a reflection of MSI not really being able to measure the frame rate properly. The frame time, sorry. That's why it looks crazy like that. Does this... I still think it does feel a little bit laggy with the latency. It's definitely nowhere near as bad as 4K, though. I'd say this is probably about on the level of become actually okay to run it like this. I don't think it affects the game too much. That's going to give us, you know, that's taken us from, what do we have, 40 to 50. We're getting about 120 average here. That's quite a big jump. I think you can notice the latency here, but I would say it's acceptable for this game. Compared to, like, 4K was unplayable like it. The latency was way too bad. Where this, I think you probably just about get away with this. Wow, that's a long way down as well. So this area, I think there's a map, isn't there? Oh, I haven't got the map yet. Or is this... No, this is the first area, isn't it? Yeah, that's the... Is that the bear that we killed, didn't we? Yeah, I don't think I've got this area yet. Have I got to find the map? I forget. Still seeing a lot of shimmering though with DLSS on, like you're seeing it on the Tornado on the sides. Well, we know we got that one boss, kill the, that, like... I don't even know what you call it, a stone giant, almost? Is there something down here? I've not been down here before. Oh, not these things. Just realised my health's quite low and I don't have any health. I have no health. What is that?
Some bastard has got me trapped on this rock with his spell. Even the rocks on the ridge have come to life. In that cave, there's a rock guy lurking. All secrets, I bet. Should you uncover the reason, I shall find my way out.
Oh no, I'm poisoned. Am I poisoned? What's that thing? Oh yes, mate, look at this. Easy. What do I do with this thing then?
Some bastard has got me trapped on this rock with his spell. Even the rocks on the ridge have come to life. In that cave, there's a rock guy lurking.
There's a cave.
Secrets, I bet. Should you uncover the reason, I shall find my way out. Rocks turning into guys.
Or is it the rocks? Maybe that's the stone giant thing. There was actually another... I'm sure there was another area as well, wasn't there? Back the other way? There was this huge wide open area. Isn't there a... Yeah, maybe we should rest here to get my health. Any other settings we want to see whilst I'm still at 1440p? Should we maybe go... It might be worth this. Maybe look at 2 times as well. Maybe 3 times. See what that's like. I'll set it to DLSS multi-frame generation times 3. It's going to obviously drop the FPS by about 20. But it's probably going to have a little less latency. It still feels okay, I think. Oh god, I hate when they do that. They just fall on you. It's funny. I thought they fixed in MSI. I thought they fixed the like flip metering issue, but it seems to. I thought they fixed it for a little bit, but I think they might have, and then it seemed to be an issue again because I've got the latest beta version, but it seems to still cause it a problem. Well, the enemies here are so much easier than the ones in that desert area. Like, these take way more damage. Or, like, I do way more damage. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's something up there. We're going to get around about 100 FPS here. I think 3 times here is probably a little bit better than 4, to be honest. Not as much latency. I don't really think you'll notice that at all. Sitting at about 60 to 70 milliseconds on average by the looks of that. It's crept up a little bit more now, 90. Does still stutter though, you're feeling that there. I'm remembering this now, actually. Didn't we... Oh, no, there's a way down, though, isn't there? See, I've not been down here yet. Can we get down there? We fought the boss here, didn't we? God, this is stuttering loads here. There was a boss here. That we... Oh, God. Damn it. Yeah, I'm taking way too much damage. This is the issue with games like this, is I'm really a really impatient gamer. And like, I just would rather just go all-out attack. But you need to be a bit more strategic in games like this and like dodge and stuff. I think I struggle with that in this game. Yeah, so we can go down there. I've not been down there. Is this a boss? Oh, okay, maybe we can't go fully down. What the hell? Oh my god, there's loads. Oh yeah, these explode. Forgot about those. Water still looks pretty good here though, doesn't it? Let's have a look. I'm going to go back to native and switch everything back to low and see what we get with that. It's probably not going to be that great. But we'll check it out anyway. So switch everything to low, including ray tracing. Oof. I mean, we had 17 with everything fully maxed. We're getting about 29 there, so... going to be better, but it's still not going to be particularly good to play like this. See, can I go down there? Look at the textures as well with everything set to low. That looks really quite bad. Yeah, I don't think I can actually even go down there. And this, I do think the graphics on this game do look really good, so I'll try and play with them, you know, increased if I can. I feel like there should be something down here. Is there not really anything down here then? Just those couple of enemies? Oh my god, I'm losing health. I didn't even realise. Is the water causing me to lose health? Oh my god, I didn't even realise. I think there's a... Isn't there a, healing? What's this here? Can't go through there. I thought there is a point here. Oh, there's another boss here, isn't there, as well? I remember. I think there's another boss there. I could probably take the stone one first, though, to be honest. I definitely don't want to be doing any bosses with 30 FPS, but... Is there a boss down here? There is, isn't there? I'm stuck. What's exploding? Try and bait him out. I think I can hear it. Let's try and get FPS up a little bit more. With everything set to low now, this should actually be okay. If we go down to... Go down to balanced. So that gives us a 60. So if you set everything to everything low, and then switch frame generation on. Not frame generation, sorry. Set everything to low and then switch DLSS balanced on. Pretty much that'll be the 60. So in theory, we put frame generation on there, it should actually be okay. Yeah, there was a boss down here, wasn't there? It was down there. Yeah. I'll try that one. I wonder what one's going to be easier. There was actually also a way... There was something through there, wasn't there, last time? Or did we get it already? think I might have got that already. How do I go over there? It's the vendor, Zotac. I've actually as well probably got okay, I've not been in here, have I? I've got upgrades to make. I should probably do that really before I fight the boss. I think I can improve my what's that? Got a bat down here. Damn, bro. Okay, there we go. Don't know how I missed this area last time. Let's get some multi-frame generation on here as well, and it should actually be okay. We do it ×4 again. Look at that FPS, 160. And this now should, latency-wise, should be pretty... We're at 50 milliseconds of latency, which is... I generally think you can... Anything under like 90 to 100 is normally okay. So at 40, 50 it'd be alright. I think things start getting really bad at like 90. You start hitting in that region. 80 or 90, you start hitting there. I think that can get a little bit rough. Only issue here, though, is all the graphics are turned down. So the game itself doesn't look that great. Did I try the Zora thing? What's that? I don't know what that is. This whole area, though, is way, way bigger than the first area, isn't it? There's so many other ways to go. Is that all it is down there? Oh wait, there's a... Is this another way? God, this is another way. This is a whole different area, is it? It's a test of neural texture compression. No, I haven't tried that. £160 yes, because we've got multi-frame generation ×4 on. All the graphics turned down to low, and I've got DLSS balanced and multi-frame generation ×4. That's the only way, really, to get any FPS like that. And also where it's, like, playable, too. Because we could do these settings at 4K, but the latency was too... It was, like, not good. It makes the game pretty unplayable. Is this going to be another boss through here? I'll switch back down to 1080p in a sec, and then we'll get ray tracing off, and it should be much better in general. Should be able to play the game much easier. Game isn't worth playing in any other settings but max. Well, yeah, but I mean, you're going to have to turn the settings down because max settings on this. I don't know if by max settings you also are including ray tracing in that. You're going to have to turn the settings down a little bit to make it somewhat playable. But cinematic, yeah, if you have ray tracing off, you can generally pretty much max it. But it's just ray tracing. Full ray tracing just crushes this game. Well, just crushes GPUs in general. This is with everything set to low at the moment, so graphics-wise, it definitely doesn't look as good as it does at, like, higher, you know, maxed. How do I do the upgrades to? Can I do it? I can just do it here, can't I? Can we do... I can't do that anymore. Maximum health of the decoy. Oh, I can't do that one anymore, can I? What's the best ones that I should do? Each talent increases the attack while transformed. Is this going to be a boss up here? Yep. I think this is probably going to be the harder one.
Bloody hell. What's the hold up this time?
Out of all of them.
Suck your offerings and go breed more rats. If you dare to muck up the king's practice again, I'll serve your dimwit son up for supper. Myself.
I'll probably die to this boss really quick, and then I'll drop to 1080p. We'll try to take on some of these bosses when I can switch ray tracing off.
Who cares anyway?
So we don't have to worry about latency and frame generation. Oh, that's gone bad. I can barely even hit it. Oh, this is good. Try and work out his attacks. Damn it. Let's just go all out. I've literally missed all my attacks. I can't even hit him. Oh my god, that's gone so badly. That's gone unbelievably badly. My hands hurt. I'm dead.
Take this!
That's hard. They probably, what, half-healthed it? I'm like button mashing so hard my thumb already hurts. I need to try the other ones. I can probably, I think, kill the... I think that one might be the hardest one in the area. I can probably do the rock one, because we almost did that first time at like 20 FPS. Can I use medium settings with everything I have turned on now and still get... still get 82... yeah, probably. Well, you mean ray tracing too? Should do. I mean, I can't see that dropping us like 40 FPS. Yeah, there you go, 120. Let's try that other boss as well and see what he's got to... see what his situation is, because I don't think I've ever actually tried that one. I pretty much finished here last time I played. At least I know all the areas, though, because this is such a big area. Oh, they've all spawned again. Oh my god. Thought I was going to fall down. Got on a huge pit. Let's drop to 1080p now before I do this, and because otherwise we'll just we'll never get around to it. So 1920 by 1080. I'll go back to native. I think is that one. Max everything out again. Cinematic. Ray tracing very high. I'm expecting maybe 30 to 40 FPS or something like this. Unlucky Domino, hello. Yeah, okay, there you go, 31. Roughly what I thought. I think this actually is harder to run than even Cyberpunk is. Maybe about the same. I remember I think it was the 9070 XT gets about 40 FPS in this scenario on Cyberpunk. I wonder what this will obviously test out Cyberpunk at some point as well. Got to try and do this boss with 30 FPS. Probably not the best idea. I've completely missed the attack there, which is not good. I've completely missed that attack as well. My health. Damn it. Just give it everything we have. Oh. That looked deadly. I can't even see what's going on. That is huge. I can't even see what's going on. I can't even see where I am. No, he's so low, he's so low. Don't do this to me. Oh my god, that got so laggy. Yay. There it is with like 30 FPS. That got so laggy at the end there, I thought it was going to crash. That was easier, yeah. I almost feel like it got a bit bugged at the end because it wasn't really attacking me. It didn't feel like it was attacking me. After I used that like fire thing, it kind of didn't seem like it was attacking me as much. I think that's the only way, is it? What settings am I using right now? This is 1080p native right now. Before it was, we were at 1440p medium with multi-frame generation ×4, and I think DLSS balanced we had on. But this right now is 1080p with everything maxed, ray tracing, very high, cinematic settings. .100 FPS with frames. Nice, yeah, it's decent with frame generation. How long until 1080p? This is 1080p. Oh, I forgot to change it on the screen. Sorry, we're at 1080p now. I switched it just before this boss. That boss just there. I forgot to change it on the screen. But yeah, we get about 30-ish with 1080p, so I am actually at 1080p now.
They are mine.
I have 1440p on this. Yeah, no, I've just changed it.
Yet fame.
We've only seen native 1080p though, so
Sway.
if you rewind the stream at all and I'm getting 100, it's literally just before that boss I switched it.
In tombs of somber grey.
Is it giving better FPS than the 9070 XT? God, I don't know. I don't know if I remember the 9070 XT. I do have a stream on this game with the 9070 XT. Maybe I'll have to double check it. I don't think it's as good, no. I think it's probably not really that... If we've got ray tracing on, I don't think the gap's probably, like, insane. Like I was saying there. I think this performance here is roughly the same as it would be in Cyberpunk, which would mean... This is Cyberpunk was doing a bit higher 30s with these settings on the 9070 XT, so I'd have to check back because I don't remember off the top of my head. I think this is probably still, even with ray tracing on, I think this is probably worse. $16 version. Yeah, no, I know. That's the one that I got, 399. It's weird because I looked at 4060 Ti and some of it was 60 Ti's are 450. I don't get that. This is somehow cheaper. Guess it depends what model you get. So I think we've actually pretty much done this area then, I guess. Have to go back and try and kill that stone, that rock giant thing. How do I get back up though? Yeah, pretty much 30, 0.1% lower, 22. I do find at native, I seem to have better lows. Once I switch DLSS on, it seems to stutter a bit more. Interestingly, look at my VRAM, even at 1080p at 10.8. So 8 gig, that's gone. Game's crashed. It was always going to happen eventually, wasn't it? It was only a matter of time. Running it like that. Amazing it's gone for an hour. I thought it'd crash at 4K when we were doing that. It somehow survived that. Where's it going to have auto-saved me from? 9070 XT is better. Yeah. No, I think it is in this. I mean, I'd like to think it is because it's probably double the price in the UK at least for the 9070 XT. So you would hope it is better. 5060 Ti 8 gig, more expensive. Yeah, no, I know. The pricing... I saw an 8 gig 5060 Ti model for £10 cheaper than the 16. I'm like, why just get the 16? The cheapest one I saw was like £40 cheaper, which is still not really that much. I feel like they price it like that, though, intentionally to just make you get the 16, because it just doesn't seem... It's almost like the 9070 and 9070 XT. There's like... In the UK, at least, the pricing is so similar, you might as well just get the XT variant. Like, what's the point in the other one? Let's just check. Yeah, so I'm still at 1080p here. We'll maybe check out some DLSS, because I've currently got it at native. Just to maybe that'll stop it from crashing. Why would it crash? I think it's probably a combination of I've just changed the settings loads, and I haven't restarted it. After a while, sometimes games just crash like that. At least in my experience. Just even change, like we've changed the resolution 3 times in the game. Sometimes that just causes it to crash. Where am I? Let's so yeah, around about 30 FPS. Let's try it. Let's get some DLSS on just to try and make this a bit better. Put it on balanced. Bear in mind, this is obviously DLSS 4, so like we said earlier, image quality should be pretty good. I do find this game, though, does seem to ghost a little bit. There you go. So you can actually do that about almost 60. First time we've ever had 60 without having to use frame generation. With all the settings maxed. But even then, we're still using almost 10 gigs of VRAM. Wait, has it saved... Has it saved that I've done the boss? That's scaring me. I'm confused where I am. Sorry, bear with me one sec. Man United Spurs. Oh yeah, no. Did you watch the? Yeah, did you watch the Man United game? Oh my god, that's the craziest game I've seen in like a while. I think the last games like that I remember were the Champions League where Tottenham got to the final. Remember when they beat Ajax? That was like that chaotic. And then Liverpool beat Barca as well. That was almost felt like that a bit, didn't it? Beamer, hello. So yeah, let's have a look at the outside with this, but we're getting about 60, so that's the threshold really. You can play 1080p, everything fully maxed, full ray tracing, DLSS balanced. That'll pretty much give you the 60. How do I get out of here? There's a lot of doors in there as well, though, that you can't... Oh, you can open it. How'd you get around there? It's crashed again. What? It's crashed again in this exact same place. That's weird. I mean, we know we can go out there because I came in from there. At 4K and 1440p, I've ran through there twice. No crash. And now at 1080p, it's crashing. In that exact spot. That's weird. Let's maybe change the settings a little bit. It's probably ray tracing. We'll have to switch that off in a sec and go back through the resolutions. Something's not... It doesn't like something. In that bit. Do I have other programs open at the same time? No, I stream from a different PC, so it's not to do with that. Let's. I'm gonna put like frame generation on, or even maybe drop the DLSS more. Let's try that first. Ultra performance. Can I restart without shutting off the stream? Oh, what, the whole PC? Yeah, I mean, I can do, but I don't know. I wouldn't have thought it's that, because it's that really specific area. That seems like a... I don't know, that seems like a weird issue, no? I'm not sure a PC restart would fix that, but we'll see. I'll check it again. We'll try again. If it crashes again, I'll maybe just switch ray tracing off, because I think that's probably, you know, what it is, but it's weird that I ran through there at 4K and it didn't crash. Why would it be doing it now at 1080p? It's a bit of a weird one. This does look not great, though, with the ultra performance, I'll tell you. There's like an insane amount of shimmering on stuff on this. With that preset. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I made it, I made it. It's weird, isn't it? Shall I just run through? I might just run out this area, to be honest. I don't even want to risk it. Probably shouldn't even risk it. Suggest reinstall the previous driver. I don't think it's that either, though, because like I said, I've played for an hour and 20 minutes at the other resolutions, and it didn't crash once. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem like I need to reinstall loads of drivers or old drivers, because I haven't had any issues, like, at all. Apart from that, it seems maybe just some specific... something's triggering it when it crashes, because I mean, we've just gone through there and it's fine. That I've changed the settings. It's probably I have had crashing on this game before when I have ray tracing on, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's that it's causing some sort of issue. We'll switch that off in a sec. I just want to check out multi-frame generation first. So we put it on ×4. About 130, 140. We'll head back towards the stone giant thing. Can I get down? Oh no, we came from there, didn't I? That's in the old area. Huge difference between DLSS performance and DLSS Ultra. What, image quality wise? DLSS 4, I think there is. I think performance, it depends on the game though. Performance can also still look kind of rough. It depends on the game. Normally, with ray tracing or path tracing, I think performance can also still look quite rough. Like in this, even when it's set to performance, I still think you can see quite a bit of ghosting and stuff. That's with full ray tracing though. That makes the image really noisy a lot when you're using upscaling. Oh, I thought I dodged it. I dodged it and then it got hit. I somehow got hit. So yeah, I think this feels fine like this. The latency doesn't feel bad at all. You wouldn't even know frame generation was on here. I'm getting about average of 139. Like this feels way better than 4K was horrendous. Like I said earlier, I wouldn't even bother trying to play with ray tracing at 4K. If you were, I think a lot of people probably won't play at 4K on this, but you can. Just make sure ray tracing's off though, and you can play with probably fairly high graphics, but you still need to use upscaling. Just don't have ray tracing unless it's just absolutely not worth it. I did want to maybe put this to quality, because realistically, I think you could probably play it multi-frame generation ×4 with that. Multi-frame generation. Yeah, I think it was like in the last couple of days, because I had an update for the game. And it's got it actually built into the game as well, which is good. So you don't have to do it from the app. Which is a nice change. I've got to keep an eye on my health, because I never ever pay any attention to it at all. Probably not a good idea, is it? Like this now. No, I was healing! Oh. I thought he was done with his attacks. I always forget the healing is so slow on this. So, like, you need to try and wait where you've got like a good 10 seconds. I thought I was safe though. I thought he was done. Let's maybe I'll restart here. Oh my god, I'm not spawned all the way back here. You having a laugh? Oh, there's no way. What can we craft and stuff? Can I do armor? Can I make this better equipped? Oh my god, I can. Is that equipped now then? Oh my god, how come I didn't do that earlier? Playing with a dodgy weapon. What else have we got? Bat mask. What one have I got equipped? This is owned. How do I know what one's equipped? Ultracraft. Defense 31. I've got loads of stuff here. The MS is showing wrong. What do you mean frame time? It's wrong, yeah, but it's MSI doesn't basically multi-frame generation just breaks the like recording of it in MSI, so it just can't basically output the correct frame time with frame generation on. How do I actually equip this stuff though? So I can craft it, and then it just says owned. Oh, okay, equipped. No, I pressed the wrong button. With the masks though, how do I equip the masks? I've already got one on. Oh, I've got that one on. That's why. Equipped. There we go. What else have we got? Get these on. Boom. We should easily be able to beat the bosses. Make medicines. What about this one? Wait, where are we? Fight Cliff. I don't know where we are. What's the place that I want to go? I don't know where is the place that I want to go. I can't tell by the image. Yeah, VRAM is still really high, yeah. And this is 1080p too. 11 gigs, pretty nuts. Okay, this is the area. That was a good pick. Power's still pretty good. This game overall seems like it does use quite a bit of power compared to what we saw yesterday with The Last of Us. On The Last of Us, we had about 120 watts. This uses sort of 150 and a little bit more. It's even multi-thread. I'll switch that down just a tad. Yeah, I'll switch ray tracing off in a sec. We'll go back through. Wow, look. 60 to 70 FPS there. With that set to 2. So obviously it'll half it So loads of shimmering on that. On all that there. What is that thing? Stream can't be 60 FPS. No, it is. It is. You're just seeing yours on the stream though. Like, look how bad this ghosting is here on the plants. You see? On the stream, you're not seeing the frame-generated frames. You'll only be seeing the base FPS. So, for example, my base FPS here is probably 20 or 30. That's what you'll be seeing. But the stream itself is outputting 60. But my game isn't outputting 60. My game's outputting like 20 or 30. So that's... The capture card won't pick up frame-generated frames using like multi-frame generation. So you'll be seeing like the base frame, if that makes sense. Damn, bro. Two of these at once is not fair. What the hell? Okay, level 44. I mean, I might as well rest now. I've just used all my potions. Shelton, hello. Did I complete Last of Us 2? Not on stream, no. We got to... where did we get to yesterday? I got to... Where is it they are at? California. So right towards the end, but... I had to go yesterday a bit quick because I was trying to watch football. And the second half started. Otherwise, I'd have probably just kept playing. So yeah, let's I'm gonna have to save it again. Let me save it, get ray tracing off, we'll go back through from 4K to 1080p again. Should hopefully be a lot better, and probably a lot better to watch as well, because my base FPS will be a lot higher. Rest. What if you just OBS streamed your game directly from the PC? Or what, in terms of the frame generation? I don't know. It would probably output it, I think. I'm not sure because I've never used multi-frame generation without a capture card, so I don't know if that would change anything. I'm not sure with game capture and OBS. I don't know if that would if that would affect it or not. I don't know. Wait, hang on. We need to actually switch it off. I'll fully switch it off here. Oh god, which setting was it? That one. Let's restart, because it doesn't actually prompt you for a restart anymore, but I know from playing this game previously, it's always asked you to restart after switching ray tracing off, so we'll do it anyway, just to make sure. Is in the last area of the game. How far through am I in this game, would you say? I honestly have no idea. I've played 22.6 hours, which seems like quite a lot. But a lot of the bosses just take me so long. How's the game? What, Last of Us? I really like it. Just Last of Us in general, that sort of series. Some of my favourite games. Yeah, I really like it. I see. I mean, I haven't really looked at reviews of the PC version. I think people like it overall, don't they? It's more just the actual game itself people dislike compared to the first part. But the game overall, I think, didn't really have any issues. The only issue I had was on the 50 series with the resizable bar issue. But just got to switch that off, otherwise it, for some reason, halves your GPU usage. That's really the only issue we had. I'll go back to 4K. We want to see what that's like without ray tracing. Now, hopefully it's a lot better. We'll see. So you can see a 3040 by 2160. Graphics-wise, I'm going to go native 4K at first. So this is using DLAA, but 100% render scale, so it's obviously native 4K. Ray tracing off there, cinematics, all the graphics still maxed. This was 8 FPS with full ray tracing, so fingers crossed. What would you expect it will add? Maybe like 20 or 30 FPS? Does that probably... I would guess, like, with ray tracing fully off. I've obviously still got all the base graphics set to cinematic, but... This is Act 2. How many acts are there? Oof, okay. Not quite. Not quite what I thought. 20. I mean, it's still over doubled the FPS compared to what we had with ray tracing on. Still not going to be amazing, though. I actually think, you know... Full ray tracing on this game makes the game look just really... I don't know. I think sometimes it can make the game look really blurry. It looks much sharper like this. Maybe it's just because our FPS is so low as well. Oh, I don't want to have to... Remember I tried that boss at 20 FPS? I mean, we did the... I did one of these bosses at 30, but that was the other one. It was like 15, wasn't it? I couldn't even see what was going on. Look how much my VRAMs dropped, though, switching ray tracing off 10.8. We had about 13 or 14 before, didn't we? Should you go for the 7800 XT? Well, yeah, I mean, that's going to be better. I mean, with ray tracing, I don't know. Depends what resolution and settings. At raster, that'll at 7800 XT, I would have thought it's still better. How long have I been live? Hour and a half. Okay, but we've seen the settings like this. I won't stand that for too long because it's quite hard to play like that. Get some... Let's maybe first actually switch the settings down. Maybe go medium. How much does that improve things? So medium there. Look at that, 40. That's going to be much better already. Oh, started a lot. Whoa, my health. I've just awoken something. Damn it, bro. Not you as well. I hate when I get two of them. It's like a nightmare. This one's so low. Did I do 1080p no ray trace? No, I'll go 4K 1440p and then 1080p. So that's about 30 to 40. Even at low, I think low is probably... We're not going to get 60, but... about 50. If you do 4K low, 4K native, everything set to low is about 50. I'd much rather, I think, probably max... Maybe not max the settings, maybe go high or very high and go DLSS quality is probably going to be the best situation. You'll likely get about 50 to 60, I think. Oh, my health again. Is this using DLSS? No, not right now. I'll check that out now with the settings. The settings that I just thought. So if we go quality and I switch everything, I think you could probably do very high. Nah, it'd probably be more like high, I think. Yeah. Even high might be about 50. I think it's definitely worth having this game on like medium or high if you can. Low doesn't look that great. There was this thing down here too. Wasn't there? Oh, damn it. This thing.
In that cave, there's a rock guy lurking, holding secrets.
In what cave? What's the cave he's talking about?
The reason I shall find my way out. Rocks turning into guys.
I'm not sure what he's referring to. Oh no, not poisoned. Am I poisoned? Looks like I am. No health again. So yeah, go back to... Realistically, maybe performance, cinematic. It will be doable at 4K. Maybe not. I mean, I'm dipping down to 30, 40 there, even with cinematic, set to performance. I'm going to have to rest here because I think I'm going to die. This graphic card's not for 4K. No, I'm not saying it is. We're just testing it. I mean, you can make it work at 4K. Like you say, it's not for 4K, but you can play 4K. Like I'm at 4K here. You just need to switch the settings down a little bit. You can make it work. Even here, like 70, 75. .1080p full ray tracing. Yeah, we already did that. Yeah, I just need to rewind the stream a little bit. Ray tracing's off here, so... Oh, I hate those things. What is this here? I don't think I've seen this yet. What's up here? I don't think I've been up here, have I? Oh my god! Oh no, I have been here. How has that hit me? Dude, we go through health like crazy.
For what deed must his head be hung for all to see?
I've not been up there, have I?
Since the waters they go down.
Oh god.
For what deed is all matters not known? For what deed
Ah!
and so woven
Can you send an Nvidia link? Links won't work in chat, I won't see them. Dude, no way. My health. Have I been up there? I haven't. I thought I came up here. Oh no, I died, didn't I? I died to this thing. Maybe wait for my freeze thing. Don't mean it in a rude way. What's the point in testing this card at 4K? Well, we test it at every resolution. I test every GPU at every resolution because that's the point in the channel. I want to benchmark. I don't really want to just benchmark stuff at just 1080p because I get requests for all the resolutions, so it's easy just to have a look at all of them. If I just did 1080p, I get a lot of requests for all of them, so it wouldn't be there would be no point. That's not really a proper test. Oh my god, what the hell? Absolutely wrecked. Oh my god. I need to go up to that thing with like full health really, don't I? What graphics card do you advise you to buy? I don't know. How much money do you want to spend and what resolution? I'm gonna go straight. Wait, where am I? I'm gonna just run straight to that bit. The problem is I end up fighting everything and I just lose everything. No sex, what does that mean? Does streaming influence performance? I'm on a stream PC, so no. I'm not streaming off the GPU. Gonna try and run straight past that.
For what deed must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters they go and roam free?
Might have been better to... Oh, no, I have a day off. I don't want to fight two of them, that's crazy. See how much easier that was with 4. I didn't even take a single bit of damage. How did we get to this bit before and not actually go through there? Let's, I'll drop down to 1440p now. We'll have a look at that as well. Go back to native. We should hopefully... I don't know, though, because even cinematic settings is still quite tough to run on this. Or actually, no. Did we want to see frame generation really quick? Maybe let's do that. What did I have this on? Let's... let's just check multi-frame generation really quick. No, I don't have to go back to 4K. Set it to cinematic, so... It's set. What's it done? It's set my DLSS down. Hang on. Why did it just set this down? I think it automatically sets it when you change your resolution. It tries to do it based on your hardware. So that there, cinematic DLSS quality at 4K, it's about 38, 39. If we multi-frame generation it, so we put it to ×4. See what we get with that. Shoo! 100. But I do think it still does have a little bit of latency. It is still a bit noticeable for me. I need to just switch a light on. Hang on. Do you think there's a boss through there? I'm actually losing my voice. I don't know what happened. I think there's a boss through here. Oh. DLSS full sex generation. Are you okay? Why are you obsessed with sex? This is going to be a boss. Is this the secret area? This don't look good, does it? Give him everything we got. Oh, I missed him. What the hell is that? Holy smokes. That's not good. No! What? How'd you jump that? Oh my god. That was crazy. I did quite well up to that point. I don't want to do that. I want to fight the stone guy. And come back to this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was just dodging the what do you even call that? Lightning waves. I was just dodging it. That seemed to work, and I went into a jump instead, and that like completely ruined me. Because the jump doesn't land quick enough, so you're almost jumping two or something. Come back to it. I want to fight the stone thing first. What was the other one? So we had I killed one of them. We've got the stone one, we've got that one, and then we've got that, like, what is it, like werewolf thing. This is, like, flashing really a lot for me. I don't know if you can see it on the stream. See it like flashing? It's not doing it now. It only does it when I move. Look. Do you see that? Let's drop it down though. Let's go to 1440p. Try to make this a bit more manageable. Go back to... Oh, why is my DLSS... These settings seem a little bit bugged to me. It keeps like resetting stuff. When I don't actually, I'm not actually doing it. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. I think we hit 100 likes, which is pretty good. Keep up the 100 like streak. So still at cinematic here. 1440p native, just no ray tracing now. This is probably not going to be 60 though. Yeah, look, 30. That's still quite brutal. I don't even think we'll do any resolution here. Natively with cinematic, with it all maxed at 60. I don't think that'll actually be possible. 60 latency. Yeah, in my experience, I think you can actually play to about 70 or 80. As soon as you start getting up to the kind of 80, 90, I think that's where it starts becoming really noticeable. Anything outside of that, I think, is like mostly okay. What the hell? How did that thing get up so quick? I do sound a bit croaky. I was losing my voice. I don't know. I went to Ninja Warrior. You know what that is? With my nieces. I wasn't really shouting though, but I think maybe I was getting a bit ill as well. I felt like last week or so, I felt like I was that bit right before you know you're going to be ill, so maybe I'm starting to get ill. Oh, I already came down here, didn't I?
Two more jars from Windrest. Make it quick.
Yeah, DLSS quality, we can put that on. Probably still, it'll be balanced to be able to get 60, I think. At least with everything. Maybe what we'll do first is we'll drop the graphics settings. Drop them to medium. I think that'll probably give you about the above 60. Yeah. But you could probably maybe even do high. Ninja Warrior. Whoa! Nonce is such a, like, weird word. Never really thought about how weird that word is. Oh, we can't go through there, can we? Can we go through here? Maybe it's just not unlocked yet. So yeah, 1440p native, just switch down to high instead of cinematic, and you can pretty much do about 60. Average of 64. It does dip a little bit under. 58, 59, but VRAM down as well. It's down under 9 gig now, 8.9, so that's also looking a lot healthier as well. Look at that view. What's noncing mean? Well, nonce means you're a paedophile. I think it's a British slang, it is, isn't it? I will be checking. Yeah, I will do Indiana Jones. I need to play through that game a little bit more. I need to check that on the 9070 XT as well. I will be checking that out at some point. That is on my list. His shield's a nightmare. We got level 45. Nonsense. I think actually it comes from, isn't it like prison slang? I think, doesn't it? Doesn't it mean not allowed? No, it means not on something. I think. Isn't it a term used in prisons for like pedophiles or something? Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's where it comes from. I could be completely wrong. I thought that was where it came from. Right. Last time I tried to phase this boss, I had about 15 FPS, so hopefully this will be a bit better. But this one was kind of difficult, though. Oh, you can go round him. Look, there's a way around there. Let me just run around. I mean, actually. No, we can't. Damn it, bro. I can't use... What? Oh, I can't use my special. What happened? Oh, this is... No, this is a bad idea. I've not even got full health. Yeah, this is not going to work. I went into this not even... with not even full potions. I've got no potions. Terrible idea. Game's crashed. Oh no, it's all going wrong. Has it crashed? Yeah, it has crashed. God damn it. I mean, we weren't going to do that anyway. Not with that health. Oh, it's crashed my capture card as well. I can't get rid of it off the screen. Give me a sec. So what's that? That's the third crash. Not looking good, bruv. Oh no, it's like fully... What's happened? Like fully, I might have to switch off my whole PC. For some reason, my capture card is like still capturing the game in its like frozen state. I'm going to try restart my PC. It didn't do that last time it crashed, weirdly. That gives me a chance to set up my... hang on. Driver problem. I don't know. I played yesterday. I didn't have any issues. It seems there's something. We'll need to play more games really to know exactly what the problem is. Haven't played enough games on this. Because I played Last of Us yesterday. Didn't have a single issue. I thought maybe in this game it was ray tracing, but I've switched that off now. So hopefully, okay, this stream looks like it's fixed. Have I done this card with Monster? No, not yet. I only got this GPU yesterday. I haven't had a chance to look at any other games yet. Please turn on multi-frame generation. Yeah, you don't actually need to override it. It's in the game. You don't need to override it. What Premier League games are on this weekend? Man United playing Wolves. They're going to get absolutely battered. Tottenham, Nottingham Forest. Oh no. We're both going to get battered. When are the next Europa League games? 8th of May. Oh, that's ages away. Champions League's before that, isn't it? If Tottenham get Man United in the final, I actually feel quite confident about that. Because Tottenham normally, recent years, we've got quite a good record against United, haven't we? Oh, the only thing is, though, is if Tottenham win, they've won the, you know, if they win the Europa League, but they finish like 17th in the Premier League or whatever, 16th. What an absolute ridiculous season. And we'll have Champions League next year, won't we? Oh, that's going to be tragic. I don't... This is the thing. It's like, what's the point? We'll get Champions League, but what's the point? We're just getting absolutely battered. It's like not even worth it. I do wonder though if Tottenham do win it, like will Ange stay or will he go? I don't really know what I feel about it. My there we go. My controller wasn't working. Aston Villa Newcastle. Well, that's quite a big game, isn't it? You think you'll beat Tottenham in the final? Well, I don't know about that. Man United are actually dreadful. Did you not watch them last night? I know they came back, but my God. Talk about make it hard for yourself. 10 men as well. That is ridiculous. 2-0 up, 4-2 down. But to be fair, a Tottenham United final could be quite a good watch. No matter what happens, you know it's going to be absolutely absurd. It's going to be full of mistakes. It's just going to be tragic. But there's probably be a good 6 goals in that game. So at least it won't be boring. Dude, oh, it's because I've got no... I need to stop doing this where I've actually not even got the health. I just keep loading me in with no health. So what even... I don't know, I'm going to remember what settings we had. So we're at 1440p native, weren't we? Everything set to high. Let's go back to cinematic. Switch some things down a little bit. Maybe go performance, and we might even have to go... Let's go balanced. Go balanced, and then maybe some multi-frame generation. So with balance there, everything's set to cinematic, about 50, so that's not actually too bad. Definitely going to dip into the 40s, though. Dude, I can never dodge this attack. I'm just so slow. I never get it. Forest on Monday. Oh, is that Monday? I thought it was Sunday. Yeah, but I mean, we're going to lose that. Nottingham Forest are pretty good, aren't they? Oh, big stutters there. Holy. I wanted to try and get the... I want to try and get that stone giant thing, but is there not any... Look how much this is stuttering here. DLSS on. Is there no shrine in between? Because that's a nightmare. I'm not going to be able to get to it with full health. I thought there was a shrine around here. Oh, there is. Why am I not going from here? Yeah, that was a crazy game, yeah. So I was saying, it reminded me a little bit of when Tottenham were in the they got to the Champions League final, that run, because they... Remember the game against City? They played City, and it was, like, absurd. And then they played... they were, like... Was it 3-0 down against Ajax? And then they... I forget the exact score, but... That run was, like... That was probably the last craziest. And that Liverpool 4-0 at Anfield against Barca, that was also insane. Like, that whole Champions League, that's crazy. And then the final was terrible. No, I missed him. Damn it. Damn it. Dude, I might just go all out right here. It's crashed again! Oh, no! Oh, man. It's because of these... There's some, like, weird specific settings it just doesn't like. It just doesn't... Because when we was at 1080p DLSS quality, it was crashing. It was doing the exact same thing. What did we have there, though? I had performance on. Oh, that's really annoying. It's like these specific settings, because I can play at 4K and get like 20 FPS and it doesn't crash. It's like a weird combination of settings it just doesn't like. We're never going to be able to kill that boss. It's every time I go into that special, the I don't know what it's called, the like flaming, with the flaming like sword. Whenever I do that, it seems to crash. It's really annoying. No, my MSI. Maybe it's MSI crashing it, because my MSI's crashed. Play on PS5. Ah, I don't have a PS5. I do need to look at trying to get a PS5 Pro, though. You're getting crashes on the new patch, as in the new Nvidia drivers, or the new game patch? Yeah, maybe it's some sort of issue with the patch, too, because that only came out... Was it yesterday? What was your CPU or frame gen? Well, I didn't have frame generation on there, and it crashed. I'll try it one more time. I'm going to try it with different settings. I'm going to try it actually with frame generation. Because the more FPS I have, at least last time, it seemed to stop it from crashing, but we'll find out. Multi-frame generation times 4. 140 FPS. Thought it was in video overlay. You know, the weird thing is I played for about an hour and 20 minutes and it didn't crash once. And I changed everything from 4K to 1440p to 1080p. And then after about an hour and a half, at 1080p it just crashed, and then it crashed at the same bit every time. And it just kept crashing there until I changed the settings. It's really weird. Did I even get him? I don't think I did. Is he doing a special thing? Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it! Oh, damn it. Shall I go into the special? I'm a bit scared. That's mad, dude. What? I just used the thing, though. Have a day off. Have a day off. I'm doing it again. Heal up. It didn't crash though. That's a good. Damn it. Oh, he dodged that one. Oh, not this again. It's bad. Oh, I haven't done it. Damn it. I've got no mana. I've got no mana either. Oh my god, I've done it. I could use the top skill. Look at my health. Oh my god. Whew. That was close. How bad would it be if I crashed right at the end there when I used that special? Why I see it as 30 FPS, not smooth as it shows 130 FPS. It's because I'm using multi-frame generation, so you won't see the frame-generated frames. You're seeing my base FPS. That's why. You won't see 130. I mean, you won't even probably be seeing 60 here because you're seeing my FPS before frame generation is on, if that makes sense. It doesn't capture the frame-generated frames. So let's drop it down to 1080p now because we've seen 1440p here a little bit. Go back down 1920 by 1080. So yeah, it messes with the frame pacing on the capture card, so you don't see the full frame rate because obviously technically those frames don't exist in a way. The capture card doesn't actually capture that. YouTube compression. No, it's to do with frame generation is why it doesn't look like 100, 130. Or like 60 anyway. You wouldn't be able to see 130 because YouTube only goes up to 60, but So we've gone to the 1080p, it'll be native, we've got 100% scale, no frame generation, it's DLSS, DLAA, sorry, because of our 100% cinematic settings. This probably still isn't going to be 60, actually. Yeah, look, 40. Oof. 40 to 50, maybe? If I look this way, it's 50. If I look this way, it's going to be 40. The tornado. So even with no ray tracing, it's cinematic, so probably, realistically, you could switch down to very high, and that will probably give you the 60, which I'll do in a sec. Oh, what the hell? Probably going to get an average of just under 60, it seems like. 55, 56 with cinematic, at least. What the hell? My health! I'm dead. Holy. Hit him off. But you feel like it's really 130, no lag? No, like that, it's okay. Generally, if you don't have full ray tracing on this game, obviously there is Lumen, because it's Unreal Engine 5. If you switch full ray tracing off, it does still have Lumen, but generally the latency of multi-frame generation is okay as long as you don't have ray tracing on. If you have ray tracing on this, going to like ×4, it can have quite bad latency. So we've pretty much... What were the other bosses in this bit? There was that special one with the lightning thing. That might be tricky. And then there was the other boss too. Look at that view. Can we get down there? FSR 4 support. Oh, what, to this game? Yeah, because I think at the moment you can only do it through Optiscaler, can't you? Just picked up the 5070 Ti. Nice, which model? I'm going to, let's just drop the graphic settings down a little bit. Because we can't quite, I think just even very high. Should hopefully actually give you over 60. Or, it might be about bang on average to consistently stay above. Nah, we might be alright here. 50, 65, 66. Can we go down there? No. We can go down here though. Oh god. This area is so large, there's so many different ways. There's more enemies down there. There's some sort of box down there. Chest. Who's chucking stuff at me? Oh no. Can I open this without... Oh god. Am I going to get hit? I've got an arrow in my head. Look. Oh my god. I've actually got an arrow in my head. Oh my god. Dude, that would hurt. Alright, looks like we're just going to skip these. That arrow. Oh, it's gone. Oh, here he is.
且慢走，且慢走，再走怕你也无头。
Easy, easy.
Oh, I thought I was going to get the full song.
This befits you grandly. Aye, luckily I've kept it close for its rightful owner.
Spells. Blowing strands into the air creates duplicates to assist in combat. Oh. Oh, nice. That'll help. Absolute vibes. That's actually a vibe. Might have to add that. Get that to my get that on my Spotify playlist. My going out Friday night playlist. Game goes on, hello. Is that guy a Scouser? Oh, what, the guy with no head? No, he sounded northern though, didn't he? I wasn't actually paying attention. Did he sound northern? That guy, that one person we spoke to back there, it sounded like they're from Bristol. He sounded Scottish there. I wasn't actually even paying attention to what he sounded like. What is this here? Oh god, no. What have I done? Oh, is this a boss? What the hell just happened? I tried to use my special, but it's not worked. I'm getting absolutely messed about here. I shouldn't have pulled this thing up. That's an absolute nightmare. Get me out of this. Get me out of this. I shouldn't have pulled that thing up out of the ground. That's absolutely ruined me. Yeah, I'll take this out first. Is the boss going to chase me? Oh, this is bad. Where is he? Yeah, you're non-bush. No, it's crashed again. No! This crashing got crazy. We played for so long. We played for so long and it didn't do it. Now it's doing it. It's whenever I go into that special. It literally crashes every time. It's only in that special. That's really weird, isn't it? I think it's almost like the lighting on the fire on the sword just crashes it or something. Am I going to buy Doom Premium Edition? I don't know. How much is it? That's weird because the settings there we managed to get working with the stone giant that was crashing. That then fixed it and now it's crashing again. What settings was I actually even running there? We dropped it down to 1080p, didn't we? Try and maybe get DLSS on. Maybe that'll save it. I mean, it's probably unlikely I was winning that fight. Let's try and get this down a little bit balanced. We had mostly sort of 50 to 60 though, didn't we? It did crash, yeah. Seems to be crashing loads for me in this game. Didn't crash yesterday. Played Last of Us, not a single crash. I'll have to try, you know, we'll try some more games out and see if it's like a driver-wide level thing, or maybe it's just a game. Because this obviously got patched, didn't it? Maybe it's some sort of issue with that crashing or something. Very unstable, had this all the time. Yeah, maybe it is a patch thing, because when I last played this game, it didn't crash that much for me. Unless maybe some sort of update to patch the game that's causing some sort of conflict with the new drivers as well, maybe. At least I can do this again, though, without pulling out that other creature out of the ground. It's so dark in there. I'm just going to hit this thing with everything I got. Just like no messing about. Like, just look. How do I use this? No. How do I use the new special thing that I've got? I don't understand it. I just used it, but it did nothing. I'm going for it again. It's crashed again. It literally is that. It's that for some reason. Look, exactly the same thing again. I can never use that special. Which is a bit of a problem. Let's put frame generation on as well, because that fixed it for me last time. Wasn't getting any crashing anymore. God, what a pain. That's going to be a nightmare trying to do bosses and stuff and it crashing like that. Rage spam. Yeah, I like a bit of that. If I've got them, flaunting. Crash, yeah, it's that special. I don't know, I don't like it. I can literally do everything. I can play at 4K 8 FPS and it's fine. As soon as I use that special, it's like, nah, you can't do that. You can't do that, mate. Multi-frame generation, that'll fix it. This fixed it last time, so it'll be funny if this fixes it again. Because I had the exact same issue on that stone boss, the rock boss. Whenever I pulled that special, it crashed. I switched on frame generation, and we did it. I think it's a driver issue. I don't know, though. Why would it be such a specific, like... It's only doing it when I'm doing that attack. That seems way too specific to be a driver issue, though. Do you not think? That feels more like a game, some sort of conflict with the game and the driver, maybe. I don't know if it's solely just the driver thing. Because it doesn't crash any time other than when I use that attack. That just seems like way too specific. Do you know what I mean? Because we'll see here, I'll put frame generation on. If this doesn't crash, then it can't necessarily be like a... I don't know, it's just some sort of conflict between that attack. It's literally just that attack. We'll find out. Let me do it again. I'll give him everything I got. It's ghosting quite bad for me here. Everything I got. What's happened? I can't use my other... I haven't got my other special. What happened? Here we go. Get ready. It's fine. See, multi-frame generation fixes it for some reason. What is he doing? Dude, this guy's getting smacked about. Look at this. He's just absolutely smacked about. It's just all of us hitting him. That's pretty OP, that new special. So yeah, look, multi-frame generation, just it doesn't crash. It's really weird. Look at all of this weird image stuff going on though. All this flashing and stuff, shimmering. What are you doing, mate? How long am I going to be poisoned for? There we go. I've got a big boy at the end of here. I might want to rest, and I can't use anything, can I? Probably in this scenario, even switch up DLSS so the image doesn't look so bad. Oh yeah, it respawns, doesn't it? What's over that bridge, though? Yeah, I mean, we just have to use frame generation if I want to use that attack, basically. How do I get around him? Whoa! Could hear him. What way do I go? What's up here? Oh, does that open the door that loops back, doesn't it? Maybe? Yeah, I think, does that loop back around? Yeah. Can we not open this? Can we not do something with that? $7,800 XT. Yeah. You can get a decent price for that. Crackdown, yo! Oh, this loops back into the area of the boss that I already killed? Yeah, okay, sweet. What's it telling me is down here? That's a big old shortcut, isn't it? What was this? Did we go in here? Actually, went in there, did we? Oh god. How did I not go in here? This appeared after I killed that boss. Oh no, I did go in here. Yeah, no, I did go in here. Is ray tracing on? No. It's off at the moment. So, what were the two? There's still two more bosses. Yeah, there's the secret boss with the electrical weapons. It's probably worthwhile doing that one, isn't it? Do that one first, and then the other one's the, like, werewolf thing. How do I get back to... Where was that door I came through? Actually, don't know where it is. It's this one here, isn't it? Yep. Whoa, see the environment change. So I would have thought this door, because I think from the other side it says it can only be opened from this side, right? But you don't seem to be able to open it from this side. Look, I can even see the thing. We need something else, I think. Need something else to be able to open that, I think. Oh yeah, this way. What was this way? You should at least be 24. To be honest, I think probably 20 it'd be like... Because you're not really going to be using anywhere near 24 gigs of VRAM in a game, like anytime soon. If you need it for something other than gaming, then yeah. But like even the 4090, like 24 gigs on that is really useful more for stuff like Blender and stuff like that. Even if you play at 4K, unless there's some sort of memory leak, the most you'll see is like 17 maybe, or 18 at like the absolute max. If you're hitting more than that in a game, it's probably a bigger issue with the game. I think like probably 20 would be like acceptable, I would say. For gaming though, obviously if you're doing like trying to do other stuff, then more VRAM is more useful. So is that's all that's in this area, is it? Oh my god, can I actually fall off there? Have I been down there? Can I... Is the only way to get back up to the top is to probably transport, is it? I don't think you can probably run it, can you? Yeah. Anything else around here? Don't have whatever this is. 9060 XT. That's not a thing. That's not a thing yet. I'm so lost with all these places. $5060 Ti 16 is that bad? I actually don't think. Realistically, I mean, in the UK, the 4060 Ti is the same price, so that doesn't really make any sense. That then makes the 4060 Ti like a really horrendous value proposition. You can get this for $399, so compared to the 4060 Ti, it doesn't really make sense to buy one of those. Because this is about 20% on average better. Sometimes upwards of even 25%. So for the same price, you'd be much better off getting this than that. Even in some cases, I saw the 4060 Ti for 50 quid more. That literally doesn't make sense. There's like absolutely zero reason to be paying more money for that compared to this. I've selected the wrong place here. But in the overall lineup of 50 series, they've all been quite poor. I would say this one's probably actually on the better side in comparison. If you're looking at like the average uplift of performance, this is actually one of the better ones out of like all of the 50 series so far. If you get what I mean. It's still not amazing. I'd say it's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. Whereas like the 5080 is terrible in terms of like uplift. All the GPUs are, but this is actually probably on the better side of that, if you see what I mean. Compared to like previous gen. I want to go to the point where the Is that it? The boss, the rock boss? I want to go to that area. I don't know which area is which. Oh god, this doesn't look like it. Where is this? Oh no, this is it. Alright, this will do. Still ghosting really badly for me. Look at it on the plants. Oh my god. Look. See how bad that ghosts? That is not good. That's some of the worst ghosting I think I've ever seen. I thought this would be fixed with ray tracing off, but it's still really bad. Maybe switch it down a little bit. The thing is multi-frame generation causing that, because I still think it's there, but it doesn't seem as bad with it off. No, it's still doing it. Maybe it's DLSS then. I wonder if it's this one, isn't it? I wonder if that is any better. That is a bit better. It's not... Oh, wow, no. It's not ghosting as much, but look at this shimmering here. It's really rough. Maybe if I'll switch back to 1440p for a little bit. I guess maybe let me know any other settings you want to see. It might look a little bit better at 1440p if I do that. Maybe something like... Maybe something like this. Maybe go to balanced. Okay, that looks better, doesn't it? It is still doing it though. It's still ghosting. Almost seems to be like DLSS, because that, what was it, NX SR? I wonder if it's XCSS. The only issue is I can't put on frame generation when we use that. This one, NX SR, doesn't have the ghosting, but it has insane shimmering and image quality is just not as good. XCSS. Okay, that looks better. It still has quite a lot of image issues, though. It's still ghosting around, like, the character. Wukong. I'd say it's not quite as sharp as DLSS. I don't know, we'll have to see. This might crash as well. Actually, this looks also quite rough. Oh, dude, I was dodging that. Look at that damage. I'm gonna go back to DLSS. I don't think the image quality looks very good there at all. I think if we do DLSS, I'll do balanced, and then if I do maybe just ×2, that might maybe be a situation in which... Okay, that looks better. Still not perfect, but it's a better balance of it, I think. I don't want to fight any of these. Thing is, though, I'm going into this fight with, like, not full potions, not full health. Probably not the best idea, to be honest, is it? Probably better off just farming a little bit around here and resting, and then running straight to the boss. Probably the better idea. Change the text. Oh yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I've been forgetting that a lot today. Didn't even hit me. Didn't even touch me. It is still ghosting quite badly there. What was that screaming down there? Oh no! No, I can't hit him! God damn it. What a waste. Whoa. Did I ever go up here? No, I don't think I did. What's this thing? Oh god. No, not two of them. Health. Oh, I missed him. No way. I'm just like absolutely no good at facing two at the same time. Like, do I just focus on one or... You're so low. God damn it. Oh, I'm dead. I just struggle so much trying to face two things at once. I just can't do that at all. I try and focus on the one with the lowest health, but it just gets me just wrecked. I need to go up there, though. I've not been up wherever that is. Where was that? Which way? Wait, where am I? I'm gonna run past all the enemies. Where was it? Here we go. Boom. I think, you know what I might do? I might not set off the, what? There's two things down there. Yeah, they, like, kick you, and it's really, like, annoying. Alright, didn't do too badly with that. Alright, didn't do too badly. Where is it? It's just two at a time. If I can do one. This one up here. Does that set off the other one, though? Oh no, I've set off two. I have a day off. I've set off three. Oh my god. Good lord. I tried to just do one. I've set off more than I did last time. Can I just bait one of them? Nice. Okay, that's one of them. Where did the other ones go? See, there's even more of them in here. There's one of them. It's got full health again. How's that work? Oh, you know what I should do, actually? I should just do this. That'd have made it a lot easier last time. Should have done that. They're going at it. They almost got that one. What was this? Oh god, what have I done? Oh no way, is that a boss? There's no way that's a boss. Is that a boss? I was expecting it to wake up or something. Okay, something else has woken up. Oh, okay, this is not good enough. The fire doesn't do very good against this at all. Yeah, the fire doesn't do very good against those at all, does it? Try and finish it quick. God damn it. Look at all that dodging there. I've got that absolutely nailed. Absolutely locked in. What do I get for that then? Oh, did I get some key for one of the doors? Is latency bad at 50? No. Latency's fine here. I said generally, in my opinion, you start getting to like 80, 90 is where it starts getting a little bit bad. But 50 here, 40, 50 is fine. It's the boss. Yeah, I thought I was expecting it to like wake up and start attacking me type boss as opposed to like just sending its minions. If you see what I mean. You can so easily miss areas on this. There's another area down there. This almost didn't come in here. There was also another way. Multi-frame generation feels great on controller. It depends on your settings though, because I'm on controller and it doesn't feel good in specific scenarios. With ray tracing on, even at 1440p, it felt very... The latency felt very, like, bad. Can we do any more self-advance? Increases defense. Oh, here we go. We need a load of these. What is contrast? Contrast looks bad, does it? Might just be this area that I'm in. It looks fine for me. Or at least it looks normal. I think this area generally doesn't look as good as the first area, so like Act 1, I think this one probably looks, in terms of colour at least, like not in graphics, but the colour of it. Oh my god, dude. Get me out of here. Because the Act 1's also quite colourful. Because of all the trees and the woodland. But this area is not so much. Right. I'm gonna have to end it there. I need to head off, and also I need to rest my voice a little bit. I'm definitely starting to lose that. My throat's starting to hurt. But yeah, it's good checking this out. I'll try and also check out... I do want to have a look at Cyberpunk as well. Probably be a pretty good test, because obviously we've got path tracing and multi-frame generation and stuff and that. So I'll try and do that. I don't know if I'll be streaming over the next couple of days. I'll try tomorrow, but it depends on what time I get back. If it's too late, then I won't stream. But if not, I'll be back maybe on Monday. I think I should be back. So if I don't catch you tomorrow, have a good weekend, and I'll catch you later.